Getting set for first pitch tonight from Busch Stadium. Yankees baseball is next. A good look at the nighttime skyline over St. Louis and Busch Stadium. A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Yankees and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Yankees baseball here on the show. Matt Vasgersian here with you. I'll be joined in the booth shortly by longtime big leaguers Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. But first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Yankees as Joe Girardi's starting nine assembles this way. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Standing in, the leadoff man, Jacoby Ellsbury. So we are ready for baseball. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
A little bit of hang time there to that curveball. I don't think that's exactly where he's going to want to throw that pitch going forward. It worked out right there, but he better find a little extra snap on that pitch in the future.
And he fights this one off to stay alive. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Another 0-2 now from Wainwright. Here's a ball hit foul down the third base line, so they'll try it again. Pitch runs in on him as this is fisted out to the right side of the mound. Throw on to first, and Ellsbury's a ground out victim to open up the ball game.
Boy, and this one was almost an unlikely hit. I mean, you'll see him getting jammed on this thing, but once you see the pitcher has no play, you figured maybe this one would get gobbled up in that vortex right behind the mound. So that's a nice play to come charging in and get that out at first.
Here's Derek Jeter now in his 20th and final Major League season. Made that official back in February as he'll stand in here. And this ball will be chopped foul. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Now a swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. One out, nobody on. Hit hard towards the hole. And this is going to find its way into left for a one-out knock.
And you're going to see the location of this pitch on Show Track. It's actually in a great spot, a couple inches off that inside corner. Normally, you'd think all a guy could do is chop that and foul it, but he gets those hands through very quickly, and he just yanks it.
Brian McCann will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
And you got to think about the time of night out there. You've got shadows still lingering a little bit. The lights haven't quite taken full effect yet. but he's all over this one, and he takes it down easily.
Here's Mark Teixeira now to get his first shot here. Big Tex coming off a season which saw him play just 15 ball games, so he's got a lot to prove here in his age 34 season.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, having a healthy Tex back in that lineup could make a huge impact in this AL East race. He'd almost be like a new signee. Well, that's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now a ball lined towards center field. In for a look is Borges, but this gets down to base hit.
Yeah, no shortage of base runners here already in the top of the first. That's going to load the bases now with 2 away, and that sets up a pretty big at-bat because you want to make sure you can get something here and strike first on the road.
Brett Gardner will stand in now, and suddenly the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
Yeah, this sort of came out of nowhere, didn't it? But when you've got a guy reeling out there like he really doesn't know what hit him, boy, it's time to put the pedal down.
First pitch coming from Wainwright. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
For the infielders tonight, be prepared. If he gets that sinker working like he normally does, it should generate a lot of ground balls.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. So a sigh of will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And this is going to be a foul ball. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Johnny Peralta. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
That guy right there has got to be as surprised as anyone that he doesn't have a first inning lead to work with. This guy's got him 3 hits, but they couldn't push across a run.
And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, nothing wrong with a pop out and a strikeout when you're out on the mound. I mean, he's saying, I'll take this all game long.
Matt Holliday will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Holliday last year, another typical Matt Holliday season, an even 300 average, 22 home runs and 94 driven in. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. That that one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And Beltran will make the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. After one, no score. Kelly Johnson will dig in here to start out the top of the second. 7-8-9 here in a scoreless ball game.
They'll be looking to make amends for that top of the first where they got the bases loaded but couldn't get anyone home.
Now the first pitch. In there, strike one. Johnson primarily a second baseman through his first 8 full big league campaigns, with a few appearances in the outfield mixed in as well, but he gets the first crack as the Yankees' third baseman here in 2014. Not the greatest at bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. So one away here with the bases empty, and standing in is the fine second baseman Brian Roberts. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. Roberts, of course, spent the first 13 seasons of his career in a Baltimore uniform. Injuries have really held him back the last 4 years, keeping him to under 200 games over that span. He's healthy now and ready to take over for Robinson Cano at second base. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Swing, and he pops him up behind the bag at second. And Ellis will make the catch, and the inning is over. A scoreless half inning there from Adam Wainwright. It remains 0-0. Alan Craig will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Right fielder, Alan Craig.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third, and that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Well, that was a slider, but he didn't seem to have too much trouble with that one. He rips this right down the line. He'll wind up making it into second with a leadoff double.
Matt Adams will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Now a ball hit hard toward first. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. So a runner on second with one down now. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Slider, oh, look out, as that one just about took his nose off.
And right now, he shouldn't have any second thoughts about working hard inside. Even if you hit the guy, you've got the open base to protect you. You've got to keep this guy from getting extended.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
You think of all the foul tips, bumps and bruises that a catcher takes over the course of a season, for him to put up offensive numbers on top of that, especially now that he's been doing it for a few years, wow.
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game. Peter Borges will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And this will be taken in there by McCann, and that ends the inning. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. We've played 2 full. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Yankees nothing. Jacoby Ellsbury will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Carpenter is under it as he puts it away, and it's 1 pitch, 1 away to start the third. 1 out here in the Yankees' third inning, and in steps Derek Jeter. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And the 0-1's on the ground to Ellis at second base. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Brian McCann will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
And after another swing and miss on a pitch out of the zone, I think it's time to start taking a different approach.
Yeah, they've fallen behind way too easy, haven't they?
You're just not going to have a lot of success when you're always behind in the count.
And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Adam Wainwright makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Right back to work is Sabathia as he gets ahead of the first batter here. 0-1. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short, but right to Jeter, 1 away.
Yep, that's a pitcher up there, all right. Sounded like he hit that ball with a rolled-up Sunday newspaper.
Matt Carpenter will dig in. Last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Here's one hit towards the hole. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
The shortstop,
Johnny Peralta will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Now the first pitch from CC. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
So far, he's the only guy that struck out for these guys. He's in danger of making it 2 now.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And now, as a hitter, 1 and 2, you've got to be thinking.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nice job there by CC Sabathia. And his club's keeping it close. It's 1-0. Mark Teixeira will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
First baseman, Mark Teixeira.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the fourth.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And here's the ever dangerous Carlos Beltran.
Carlos Beltran.
And Wainwright able to get ahead with the breaking pitch for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. About time, boys.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Hard hit towards center. He'll take this in without much trouble, and 2 are gone here to start the fourth.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Brett Gardner will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And this is grounded foul past Rob Thompson in that third base coaching box. Fouled back. And here's a ball hit in the air. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw.
And he'd been on a pretty good roll until that base hit right there. He'd set down 9 in a row, so now he's going to have to remember what it's like to work out of the stretch.
Kelly Johnson will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch coming from Wainwright. And, oh, pretty nonchalant that time by Molina as that pitch gets away. But fortunately here, no advance. Fouled back. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there. Matt Holliday will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth. Now the first pitch from CC. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1.
Boy, that got a lot of the plate, cutting right across the zone. I think if he had that pitch to do over, he would have taken a rip at that one.
Here's a line drive that's going to get over the head of Jeter and on into left center. That's a base hit. Alan Craig will stand in. He doubled and later scored his first time. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits. And no errors so far for the Redbirds. Line hard, deep into left. Gardner has to retreat a bit, but he gets there for out number 1. Matt Adams will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. And there's the slider from Sabathia as he jumps ahead, 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Had to protect on 1-2, and this is a fly ball out to straightaway right field. And this will be hauled in by Beltran for out number 2. Yadier Molina will dig in, the winner of last year's Silver Slugger Award for National League catchers. And that's dead center for strike 1. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. 0-2 coming from Sabathia. And a sinker, called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Brian Roberts will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Second baseman.
Now here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th. CC Sabathia will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch to him. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Another example there of a guy chasing after that first pitch and falling behind.
Yeah, and Matt, we've seen it time and time again. It is something that these guys just have to be more aware of. At this point, why would you even throw them a strike on the first pitch?
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Mark Ellis will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Second baseman. Mark.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
No, the pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
Throw to first by Jeter,
Get out
and there's
here.
1 gone. Peter Borges will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. Swing and a miss on a ball inside, 0-1.
A lot of these guys have come into these at-bats trying to be the aggressor, trying to make something happen. But what has happened is that they've swung and missed themselves into some early holes.
And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And there to take it is Jeter for route number 2. Adam Wainwright will stand in. A line-out victim his first time. In there for strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Here's the ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Beltran will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. We'll see Derek Jeter when we come back. It's the Cardinals. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose.
Derek Jeter.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Well, I'll tell you what, he may still have a little bit of tread on those tires after all. He may be a step or two slower than when he was in his 20s, but he can still go home to first with the best of them. And he winds up beating that one out.
Brian McCann will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike two.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number one. So a runner at first now with one away. And here's the dangerous Mark Teixeira. Now a late square, and this is popped up. And Molina will stay with this one for route number two. Carlos Beltran will come in now with two away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
And this will be fouled away. A 1-2 from Wainwright. And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And Beltran's aboard. It's a base hit. Throw will hold that runner at second base, and now there are two on with two out. Brett Gardner will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the score.
Under it now is Holiday, and he's got it no problem to end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More ahead from St. Louis right after this. Matt Carpenter will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the sixth.
Third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Right back to work is Sabathia as he gets ahead of the first batter here. 0-1. Well, for that man right there, only the one run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Johnny Peralta will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. And Sabathia gets ahead here with the changeup. It's 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
So a runner at first now with one away. And here's the left fielder, Matt Holiday. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. Seventh inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Kelly Johnson will come forward now to begin the seventh inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and very even game through 6 innings.
The batter, number 14. Second baseman.
Now the first pitch.
Ryan Roberts.
And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Wainwright still putting up a 0 in the run column through 6 1/3. Now here's his swing and another chance out there at second. On to first, and it's a quick start to the seventh as now there are 2 away.
The pitcher, number 52.
Brendan Ryan is into the on-deck circle now, and by doing so, that'll signal the end for CC Sabathia.
Brendan Ryan.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. Picked up by Peralta. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman. Yankees retired on just 4 pitches. They still trail 1-0. Dylan Betances will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home seventh. Alan Craig will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Matt Adams will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Such a tough pitch to lay off there. The two-seamer working away with 2 strikes, but he lets it go. Maybe just because he knew he couldn't hit it.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Sliced down the line at first. Teixeira just does this himself at first, and that'll do it. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now some stirring in the Cardinal bullpen as the right-hander Jason Mott has begun throwing. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And the 8th will start with a bang as this should be extra bases. And he'll get in at second base as the tying run's aboard with a leadoff double. There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And that will spell the end of the evening here for Adam Wainwright. Derek Jeter get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. Throw comes back into the infield as that tying run will hold up at third with still nobody out. Brian McCann will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And it's a base hit as they finally break through here to tie the ball game at 1. So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And standing in the danger is first baseman Mark Teixeira. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now a swing and another ball that I believe will find its way into the seats. Still 0-2. In the dirt. Might not be enough to try it. Eduardo Nunez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 26, Eduardo Nunez.
Come on, Cardinal.
Infield a double play depth all around. Here's the pitch. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
When you're in a key spot like this, you can't allow yourself to get tied up that bad.
And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
And he swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And Ellis will make the play here for route number 2. Brett Gardner will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Hi, everybody. This is Eric Karras. Welcome to MLB 14, the show. Hi, everybody. This is Eric Karras.
Hello, everybody. This is Steve Lyons. Welcome to MLB 14.
Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of... Too quick that time as that ball's grounded foul. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes quickly to the infield, so that go-ahead run will have to hold up at third with 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Kelly Johnson will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line and right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Back up the middle, that will get through into center field, a base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from third as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
The batter, number 14, second baseman
Randy Choate will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out.
Number 36,
Brian Roberts will stand in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Good sinker that time as it's pulled on the ground to third. Throw over to Ellis will get to force at second, and that will John Jay will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
number 19, Sean Shea.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Change up, a little bit inside, 1-0. Ball 2 now.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Here's a sharply hit ball toward the hole, and the tying run's on base right off the bat. That gets through for a leadoff single. Peter Borges will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And this is going to be a foul ball. And quick wrists here as this is yanked down the third base line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And the runner will hold at second, so 2 on with nobody out. Tony Cruz will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Jay leading off second, now the pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. A bare hand for 1. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. You know, nothing gets you off the hook after back-to-back singles quite like a double play ball to that third guy.
Matt Carpenter will step in now in a real pressure spot as he's got the possible tying run 90 feet away at third. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Gardner is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. Cards leave 1. They're down 2-1.
Number 61.
Brendan Ryan will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
This change for the Cardinals.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
Number 16, Colton
And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Too high, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the ninth. Jacoby Ellsbury will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And this ball swung on and skied out towards center field for Borges. 2 gone. Derek Jeter. We'll see if he can keep it going. 3 for 4 thus far. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. And strike 2 now as Jeter swings and misses on that one.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Johnny Peralta will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up, and I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. Johnson is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home 9th. Matt Holliday will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
And that ball is gone. A home run. And he has tied it up here in the 9th. Alan Craig will stand in now following the home run that tied the ball game. So now on the mound, it's suddenly back to square one.
Yeah, and I don't know quite how you do it, but you've got to be able to regroup and start over. The good news is it wasn't a game winner. You're still tied. So there's still hope to get this to a 10th inning and let your guys see what they can do from here on out.
Matt Adams will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one, usually a major force in their offense.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. On the ground to third. Oh, and it eats up Johnson. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. Yadier Molina will stand in a tie ball game here where a ball in the alley could end this thing. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Preston Claiborne will come on needing to get the final out here to send this one into extra innings. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time. Brian McCann will lead it off here in the top of inning number 10.
Brian McCann.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And that's going to get through into left. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning. Mark Teixeira will step in. 1 for 4 in the ballgame. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 0-1. Now a ground ball towards the hole. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Preston Claiborne.
Francisco Cervelli will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 29, Francisco Cervelli.
Here's the first pitch. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be two? The second for one. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner will have a chance here in a crucial spot with the go-ahead run just 90 feet away. This is swung on and grounded out to the shortstop, Peralta. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. David Robertson will get the call here. Not a save situation, but he'll be trying to get his team on to the 11th. And this ball will be chopped foul. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. Fouled back. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. Peter Borges will step in, a base hit in his last time.
Peter Borges.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Now a big swing as this is popped up, and I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2. Shane Robinson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 43, Shane Robinson.
Here's the first offering. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Another 1-2 delivery, and he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Kevin Segrist will be summoned from the bullpen here as he'll take over to start inning number 11.
Kevin Segrist.
And he goes the other way with a fastball as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Oh, and this goes right past him.
Well, the only silver lining here is that the batter doesn't get any further than first base, but boy, that looked like a ball that should have been caught. I don't know what went wrong there.
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. There to take it in is Craig, and that's your first out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and chopped towards first. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just one at second.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Borges is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Matt Carpenter will get us going now in the home half of the 11th. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. And this is taken in there by Ellsbury for the first out.
Well, any time you can retire this guy, that's good. Anytime you can do it leading off an inning, that's great. And anytime you can do it on one pitch, that's a full trifecta right there.
Johnny Peralta comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And Ellsbury will put this one away for out number 2. Matt Holliday will get another crack at it here as we flash you back to the 9th inning. This solo home run was a big one as it helped to get us to where we are now in the extra innings. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Good riding action to that thing, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. And this will be fouled away. And this is going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Derek Jeter will stand in to start out the 12th inning of play. And it starts to become a war of attrition once you've reached this point in the ballgame.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where there's some really tired legs out there on both sides. The bullpens have been working overtime. Heck, even the announcers are starting to get a little bit hoarse.
The catcher, number 34, Ryan McCann.
And look out as this bat shatters on impact. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now, down 0-2.
Oh, just a little over-anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Mark Teixeira will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Not even close on that swing. No balls in the strike. A look at the hit totals there into extra innings. Swing and a line drive to center field. And Teixeira's going to reach. It's a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And they've got a man caught in the rundown. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him. But one's all they'll get as he's back in safely at second. Alan Craig will lead things off here as they look to try and win this thing in the bottom half. Lined hard to center field. And Craig is aboard here. It's a base hit. Matt Adams will dig in. He singled his last time around. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Yeah, he was out front right there, probably guessing fastball. But now 0-2, you can't be guessing anymore. You got to find something in the strike zone and put it in play.
Here's a line drive that's going to get over the head of Jeter and on into left center. That's a base hit. Throw comes into the infield, and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out. Yadier Molina will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1.
And he doesn't look like the same reliever here in his 3rd inning of work. Looking a little worse for wear out there.
Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Colton Wong will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. I had him guessing that time, as he's barely able to foul it away. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. And now this kicks off the glove of McCann, and this will be scored as a passed ball. And he'll make it to third here on what will likely be ruled a passed ball.
Up next for the Cardinals, center fielder.
And this is fouled back and out of play. The 0-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Well, he's got a big pitch coming up here. That would be huge if he could get out of this with the game still even.
Tough call there, but the cutter misses 1-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
And that's going to be high. 2-2 now.
Good take. Well, he's giving him a great battle with guys in scoring position.
Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. Ellsbury is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Cards strand a couple, and this game is still... Ichiro Suzuki will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 31, Ichiro Suzuki.
Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. And a rather easy first out. Brett Gardner will stride in, grounded out his last time through. First offering on the way. And he committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And Molina will stay with this one for route number 2.
2 quick outs here to start things off. Can't ask for much more than this in extra innings. Hold, serve, then give your guys a shot to win in the bottom half.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Molina is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Daniel Descalzo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 33, Daniel Descalzo.
Matt Thornton will come on now as he'll get the responsibility of trying to send this one to a 14th inning.
Matt Thornton.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now the 0-1 is lifted in the air out to left field. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
And now this deep in extra innings, they're just going to say, hey, this is your game now, pal. We need you to go as long as you can. And at least he started this inning off on the right foot.
And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home nine. There are 2 away now. Johnny Peralta will try and break the collar. He's 0 for 5 in the ballgame. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike one.
And if there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
Line to left. And that'll be a base hit for Peralta. Matt Holliday will stand in. Remember, he had the big home run back in the 9th inning of this one. In there, and it's 0-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
Shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul for strike two. On the ground down the first base line, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Carlos Martinez is going to make an appearance now as he'll take over here in the 14th inning. Brian Roberts will stand in now to start the 14th, and I don't know about you guys, but it's getting past my bedtime.
Yeah, I'm with you. How about a few runs? Yeesh.
Brendan Ryan will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
The 0-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with two strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Jacoby Ellsbury stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
And a swing and a miss there by Ellsbury as he's down 0-2 now. Roberts holding. Here's the pitch. And a little tapper here in front of the mound as this may work as a sacrifice. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Much easier to do in retrospect, but you almost wonder if he would have been better served to let this ball go and see if it would have gone foul. There's no guarantees it would have, but that was always going to be a tough play anyway.
Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. To second for one. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits. Alan Craig will lead things off here as they look to try and win this thing in the bottom half. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Matt Adams will step in. A base hit in his last time.
Matt Adams.
And that's in there for strike 1. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out. Yadier Molina will stand in. Just 1 for 5 in this one. And that's taken for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And this is going to be a foul ball. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's another 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Brian McCann will lead things off here in the top half of the inning. Oh, and McCann gets into one here as he sends it high in the air and deep to right. And a scaling attempt to the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone. A solo home run for Brian McCann. As the Yankees move out in front here, it's now 3-2. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field. Craig is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out.
Now batting, pitcher, Matt Thornton.
Alfonso Soriano will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 12, Alfonso Soriano.
Now a ball hit on the first pitch out to Peralta at short. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner will stand in, 2 for 6 on the ball game. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Kelly Johnson will look to turn his fortunes around. Just 1 for 6 thus far. Gardner at first, now the pitch. Now a swing by Johnson and a ball belted high and deep to right field. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Brian Roberts will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Now batting, second baseman, Brian Roberts.
Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Borges will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2. Sean Kelly will get a call after all here as he'll come on to pitch in the 15th inning.
Sean Kelly.
Colton Wong will get things started, needing to get on if they want to try and tie things up. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 1-2.
And this is part of the reason why he's staring a hat trick right in the face. He just hasn't been able to recognize these pitches that are well out of the zone.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Again, a 1-2. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And this is going to be a foul ball. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, that might be his way of saying, look, enough of the foul balls already.
The 2-2 one more time. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, that's a hat trick for him now. His 3rd strikeout in the game. And I think the one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to go down looking. That's almost like admitting you're beat. That's a sinking feeling in that guy's stomach there.
Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
Yeah, it's starting to look like he's got this one under control. Just 1 out away now from a big extra inning victory here on the road.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. There to get it is Roberts. Throw on to first, and the Yankees will finally close this one out in 15 innings as the ball game is over.
Man, I'm telling you, we'd be a lot better off if we got paid by the inning. This one seemed to go on forever, but they finally claimed the victory here as they shut the door in the 15th inning.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And the Yankees were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Brian McCann. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, just a great all-around game for him here. You'll see on the line score, 4 hits, including that big home run. You'd have to say he was instrumental in leading these guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 5-2. Good night from St.